Hello everyone, I'm about to start some more seeds today. Most of these here are new to me. I talked a bit about them on my video where I opened this green stalk that you see behind me. I was going to start some of the seeds on that day, but we just didn't have time, so we're gonna do it today. And I have already filled up all of my trays here. I have used the Fox Farms Happy Frog potting soil for this. I like to start my seeds with regular potting soil just because it has some extra nutrients in there. And I have also already made all of my tags. I'm using the regular kind of flimsy cell trays today. Those are some that I have washed and reused from last year. And I don't really like them because they break very easily. This was brand new last year and is already broken over here. Sometimes it's hard to take the seedlings out of this too. You have to kind of keep like squishing it out depending on how many roots are in there, but that's what I have right now and that's what I'm going to use. And I'm probably going to just use this until they all break, and after that I'm really gonna try to invest on something more durable, like those nice green stalk tray that I have, or something a little smaller. But this is all we have to start today. I'm using just a regular 1020 tray, and here are the varieties of the seeds that I'm going to start. So because I had success with my onions, the New York early onions, that I tried just sowing a big flat like this without the trays, I decided that I'm going to try to grow another variety. This one I got at the seed swap that we did with the garden club that we started last year in New York City. And this is the Italian name, Rosa Lunga di Firenze. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce, but it's a red onion and I'm going to start it as well. I'm planning to dedicate all these trays over here, all 18 cells on this thing, so it's going to be grown on this whole side. I'm gonna put on top so it's easy to see. Then I'm also going to do some leeks. This one here says it's a biannual from my gardener, but that's all right. We're gonna give this a start anyway and try it out since I got the seeds. And I'm also growing some purple asparagus that was a gift from my brother when he traveled to Europe. He got me some seeds at the airport and it was very nice, so I'm going to start this purple asparagus too. I think the variety on this, since it says here, is Albenga F1. I'll put it on the screen because I don't know how to really pronounce this. It's gonna be my first time growing asparagus from seed. And then I also have here some artichoke that will also be my first time growing from seed, and some garlic chives that I have tried to germinate a few times and have failed. So I'm gonna give it one more try this time. I'm gonna put it right here and the artichoke's gonna go here. So I'll do 12 artichoke plants, 18 of the asparagus, 18 of the leeks, and 18 of the red onions, plus 6 of these little garlic chives here. So let's start with the garlic chives. So the seeds are going to look the same for all of the onion family, and I'm going to try to start almost all of these too, since I have had very bad luck in the past. I'll show that to you guys again in a minute in my hands, but I will make a hole on this because onion seeds or things in the allium family need darkness to germinate, so I'll make sure that I will cover this well with soil, with at least 1/4 inch of soil, so they stay nice and dark down there. So I made some nice big holes in here. Hopefully you guys can see. And then we're gonna just throw a bunch of these seeds inside. And if I have to separate them later, I will. Maybe I'll do half. I'll try to direct sow some of this in the garden once I have raised beds. Here's how they look. Nice black onion seeds. It's hard for me to think that I don't have any garden space outside prepared yet other than my green stalks, but it's gonna be okay. I hope to be able to get out there and start working on it soon. But here I'm just throwing a bunch of seeds in, like a lot, maybe 10 even, or 15 seeds inside here. And I'm hoping that some will germinate because these seeds, let me see where this is from. 2023, they're 2 years old, so I don't know what the germination on this would be. So I guess I will start with all of the allium ones first, the onions. So we're gonna now cover these ones. And I will come around again and put another round of soil on top of these guys that need darkness, just to make sure they get the darkness that they need. But now I'm gonna work on these two here, just so they look the same. The seeds are exactly the same. They look like that, exactly the same. Those are new seeds though, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually do this much. Maybe I will do maybe 4 or 5, 3 to 4 seeds per cell. Let's see how much I can do with what I put in my hand here. But I'm also going to poke a hole so they go a little bit deeper in the soil to get some darkness. Let's see if I do, and I hope it's not too deep, but we'll see what will happen with these ones. If you have any experience growing leeks, let me know in the comments below. I have grown leeks before, but it's been a long time. I grew them in my first year gardening. They did great. I don't really remember when I started, probably in January, very early. I'm gonna put a little bit more. But they did well. They came to a nice size. They turned out to be in a nice size, so I'm not sure if I was just lucky for the first time. But I love cooking with leeks. So now that I have more space, I love, oops, I almost put it in the wrong space. I love to have some again to cook with next fall and winter. So now I'm just covering them up again, and we're going to move on to the red onions. This one was packed for 2023 also, so a little bit older seeds. We're gonna put a bunch in again, maybe 4 to 5 seeds per hole. I saw Laura from Garden Answer doing this too. She says also that she multi-sows, puts a bunch of seeds in a cell like this, and then she separates them later because onions are very forgiving with root disturbance. So maybe that's what I'm going to do also, if they all germinate. But I'm hoping to get at least 1 or 2 onions from these. If I get more, better. I'm actually not counting the seeds, you guys. I'm just throwing some seeds in there. I think I put less on this side. Let's just, well, we'll see what happens. If then I have some spotted germination, I can move some from there to an empty cell or something like this. But now again, just gonna cover this up real quick. And let's do the asparagus next. I have never grown asparagus before, so I don't really know how the seed looks like. We're gonna all learn that together. Same with the artichoke. I think I have to rip this whole thing. Here it doesn't really seal. And I don't, oh, they're huge. And there's not as many. Interesting. So I'm not gonna be able to do all of this. Maybe I'll start something else on this cell. But let me show you guys. Oh, wow, there's only 6 seeds in here, so I can only do 6 trays. Oops, oh my gosh, I can't lose any. Here it is, big and round, you see? Much bigger than the onion seeds. And I guess they want to be sown 1/4 inch deep. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I only have 6. I might change this tray to the end here. Push these other 2 in the back, and I might start something else in there. All right. I was expecting to have a lot more seeds in here and start a lot more asparagus, but we'll do what we can. And let's hope for the best. My goodness, I get so nervous when it's like this, when you just have 1 seed per. But he got me this year, so it says it expires in 2027, so 2 years from now, so that should be good. Good germination rate. So let's cover this up too. 6 asparagus plants. All right, and all the seeds used. And last one is artichoke. I don't want too many artichoke. I think 12 is good because the plants get huge, and I know that. This is packed for 2024, so it's also brand new seed. Huh, they're big too. Oh my gosh, they almost look like a mini sunflower seed. It doesn't say how deep I should do this, but because the seeds are big, I'm assuming I can plant them a little deeper also. Let's see how many seeds I got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have got exactly 12. Who's gonna do 1 per cell also, and see how these guys are gonna do. And now I have 2 extra cells. These 2 extra over here. All right, I just thought for a minute and decided that I'm going to then start some brassicas on these extra trays. I don't want to start too many because those get huge, and I don't know how much space I'm gonna have to put them out yet. Those ones, the brassicas, I want them to stay inside my little fenced area garden that I'm going to build and create still. The other ones are the onions and leeks. I plan to maybe plant them outside somewhere since they are a bit more pest resistant. The artichoke too. But for this, I don't want to plant too many yet. I might do a second round of this. There's 12 slots in here. And I think I'm going to do Brussels sprouts. Something that I'm growing for the first time too. It's gonna be all experiment. This purple moon cauliflower that I got from Johnny's, and I read some very good reviews about this variety here. I also try this cheddar cauliflower, which is a personal favorite of mine to eat. I love cooking with it. And this one I grew last year, but didn't do very well. Got too hot too fast. This is a purple Chinese cabbage. So I'm just going to write these tags real quick, and then we're gonna start sowing again. And the brassicas don't need to be planted too deep, so I'm just gonna temper the soil. And what's the first one here? Brussels sprouts. This is supposed to be a fall variety, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see what's gonna happen. Not as many seeds, so I'm just gonna do 2 seeds per cell. Oops, just start some extra ones in the fall too. So I'm just going to make a little bit of a hole in the middle, not too much, just so the seeds don't flush to the side. So 2, 2, and 2. And I'm going to save the rest of these ones to maybe start for the fall. We'll see. Then we do the Chinese cabbage right next to it. Number 2 as well. 2. Those seeds are a bit older. That one fell 3. That's fine. I'll do 3 on this one too. I tried to grow this on my green stock last year. It didn't do very well. It stayed small and it bolted fast. So we'll see, maybe it needs a bit more space. And then cheddar cauliflower. Oh, it's open. Yeah, I did actually also grow this before too. When was this from? 21. Whew. Okay, so maybe I have to do 2 seeds per also, just in case. And I'll save those 2 extra, because I do want to grow some stuff for the fall also. Once I already have my garden, you know where everything goes. And then here we're gonna do this purple moon. This one's brand new. I just bought this year. So it's for 2025. I'm gonna do 1 seed each. I'm gonna be that confident. This is a 97 germination rate for this year. We're gonna do 1 seed each because I want to save those seeds. High expectations for this one. I really want this one to germinate. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, so our whole tray is filled, and I'm just going to lightly cover these guys before I add some more soil so I don't misplace the seeds by accident. There's a big bark in here. Just move that. And now I'm just gonna grab some more soil from the bag. This is not pre-moistened, but I will gently just add some to everything here. I didn't want to make a mess. Hard to not make a mess when you're working indoors with soil. But we're gonna just cover this good. And I'm still going to actually also put a layer of vermiculite on this to prevent algae growth. I'm having lots of algae growth in my grow room. So after I do that, I'm gonna do vermiculite, then we're gonna water. I bought this giant bag of vermiculite by accident. I thought it was gonna be a small bag, but it was only $8, so I guess it's great. I'm gonna have vermiculite for everything that we grow now. So I'm just gonna go around and sprinkle over the top of everything too. Put in this little container here so I don't make a mess. Enough with making messes. I can't wait. I would love to have a greenhouse or something that I could do this kind of work outside. Not yet, but maybe one day. One day we might be able to do it. But I'm grateful that I can still do it in here and still have a grow light set up to start things early. It's definitely very, very helpful. Alright, here we have it. It is looking really weird here in the middle. Since we keep changing everything on this thing, we're gonna change one more time. This is the real way of gardening, me changing my mind. I'm just going to push this all here to the corner. I just feel like it makes more sense if it's in there. And then we're gonna put the artichoke here before I get all confused. And the chives here. There we go, looks a little nicer. So this is not facing anything else and I don't get confused thinking this goes anywhere else or continues in another cell. So this is it. Now we're just going to water this real quick. I'm going to take out one of these trays and I'm going to fill the bottom tray with water, like a quarter, maybe a quarter of the way, an eighth of the way. So this can get some water from the bottom. And I'm just going to lightly mist the top and put a humidity dome on top to try to help getting that top layer staying moist. So even though I pre-moistened the pot in soil, I still like to add some water in the bottom so it can get very nice and saturated. And now I'm going to just spray the top. My water bottle has been sort of acting up on me. I bought some other ones. Alright, so it's not working. It broke the other day, started kind of acting up. So we're gonna skip that, but know that if this was working, I would spray all of this. I did order another one and should be coming tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll make sure to give a good spray here. For now, I'm just going to add a humidity dome on top of this, and some water will get absorbed through the soil by the bottom too. So sometimes it goes all the way to the top and you will hydrate the top too, so we'll see. But if I will definitely mist the top once I get my new water bottle as well. And this is going to go into my grow rack. Some of the stacks are a little bit too tall. Okay, let's push everything down so the dome fits properly. Okay, do things right. There you go. I'm just going to go ahead and put this into my grow room under my grow lights. I'm not going to show you guys how it's looking right now because it's a little messy over there. I was trying to reorganize things, but if you want to see how my grow rack looks like, I'll link a video here. It was the last video that I gave a little tour and you can see what's going on. But I do want to say that my cool flowers have almost germinated and I will definitely have an update about that coming out soon. So thank you so much for watching today and I'll see you next time.